Imagine a time when the world had no single dominant power, no global superpowers, number international influence shaping politics, trade, and culture across continents. Throughout history, powerful empires have risen and fallen, but the idea of a world leader is actually much more recent than many people think. So, how did the concept of global leadership begin? Today on Past and Present Tales, we explore how the idea of a world leader developed from ancient empires to modern superpowers. The roots of global leadership go back thousands of years. Powerful civilizations expanded their influence across vast territories. One of the most famous early examples was the Roman Empire. At its height, Rome controlled lands across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East, shaping politics, law, and culture. Similarly, the Mughal Empire, under the leadership of Genghis Khan, became the largest contiguous land empire in history. Although these empires dominated huge regions, the world was still divided into separate spheres of influence. The idea of one true global leader had not yet emerged. In the 15th and 16th centuries, a major shift began. European nations started exploring and colonizing distant lands. Countries like Spain and Portugal built enormous colonial empires that stretched across the Americas, Africa, and Asia. Later, the British Empire would become the largest empire in history, controlling territories across nearly every continent. At one point, it was said that the sun never set on the British Empire. For the first time, one nation held influence across the globe, bringing the world closer to the concept of global leadership. The modern idea of a world leader truly emerged in the 20th century. After the devastation of World War I and World War II, many traditional empires collapsed. Two new global powers rose to prominence, the United States and the Soviet Union. This period of rivalry became known as the Cold War. Both nations competed for influence through military strength, economic power, technology, and political alliances. For decades, the world was shaped by this struggle between two superpowers. After the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991, the United States emerged as the dominant global power. However, the modern world is increasingly shaped by multiple influential nations. Countries such as China, the European Union, and rising economies now play major roles in global politics and trade. Today, the idea of a world leader is more complex than ever. Instead of a single empire ruling the world, global leadership is shared among powerful nations and international organizations. The idea of a world leader did not appear overnight. It evolved through centuries of empires, exploration, and wars. From ancient empires like Rome, to global colonial powers like Britain, to modern superpowers like the United States and China. Each era reshaped how power and influence spread across the world, and as history continues to unfold, the balance of global leadership will continue to evolve. History is just about the past. It helps us understand the world we live in today. Do you think the world should have one global leader, or multiple powerful nations balancing each other? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to Past and Present Tales, where the past and present come together through storytelling.